The latest Pokopia patch is now available and new events are scheduled to begin soon. Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video, the second Pokemon Pokopia video of the day. As you know, a DLC expansion pass has been announced for Pokopia, which we went through in the last video, but since then even more information has dropped surrounding the current patch that released just a little while ago, and some new events that we can expect in June. So we're going to break it all down here for you today, so if you enjoy this kind of video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and let's get into it. Now, as you know, the DLC was announced earlier today and will launch later in August in a few weeks' time. This will introduce the Bubbly Basin and begin the roadmap of about a year's worth of update contents, which is pretty crazy. Now, alongside this, a free update will also drop, bringing a new dive mechanic to Pokopia so you can dive underwater and build things. However, the Pokemon Company has just announced both new events and a new update patch, which is available right now. If you check Pokemon Pokopia, you can now update to version 1.1.0, which brings Pokemon Pokopia fully up to date and prepared for the DLC drop in August. Now, we don't have the patch notes just yet, they haven't been updated for some reason, but we can assume it's because you can now pre-order the DLC, which means you can now get the Ditto pattern and the extra rare Pokemetals, which you can redeem now. So in order to get these once you've pre-ordered the DLC, you will need to upgrade Pokemon Pokopia to 1.1.0. Now, before we go on to the other news about upcoming events, if you have pre-ordered the Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass, you can now get the pre-order goodies. To do that, you need to open your Pokédex, head over to downloadable content, and here you can see all the DLC stuff. If you go to check items, and the following is available to be received: the Dynamic Ditto Print Recipe and the Dynamic Ditto Print Recipe Wallpaper. So one is a pattern, one's a wallpaper, of course. Click those and you receive them like it's a mystery gift. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't do it through the mystery gift, but there we go. They are now received and you can use them in certain parts of the game, like when you're painting walls or painting blocks and things like that. The second one to do is to head over to the PC, because that's the first pre-order bonus. Head over to a PC, head down to get items, mystery gift, and then get with code or password. Type in your code. This is my code that I got emailed after pre-ordering. It will of course verify it, and then you will get your bonus as another mystery gift, and it will of course be the Pokemetals, which is really cool. So 30 rare Pokemetals. And that's how you claim all of the pre-order bonuses. Of course, we'll have to wait until the free update in August in order to learn the dive ability, and again for the DLC to actually drop, where the Bubbly Basin is actually launched. Now, just on the topic in other news, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company did allude to even more events coming to Pokemon Pokopia. We can see a post here that says, looking forward to more in-game events being regularly held in Pokemon Pokopia. We hope you're excited to see what Pokemon come to visit. The next event is scheduled to begin in June. So I don't know if this means they're kind of redoing past events, like the Sableye event, for example, or if they're going to introduce new Pokemon in new events. I imagine we're going to see some new events, because what's the kind of point in repeating them? You can time travel back to old events, so it sounds like we're getting new events starting in June as well. So we've got a lot to look forward to. June will be new events, August will be a free dive update and the DLC drop, and then even more to look forward to in the future there. So plenty to look forward to, and we'll have even more probably videos in the future breaking down some of the other things we can expect from the update and DLC. If you're interested, let me know in the comments if the patch notes drop and there's anything interesting in there. We'll cover that as well. But let me know, more importantly, are you excited for Pokemon Pokopia again? Are you glad to jump back in? Have you never stopped? Are you still building? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.